Happy New Year, Virgo, and welcome to Intuitive Art Mediums. Thank you for joining me for your 2023 New Year Astro-Tarot forecast. This is a general reading meant for Virgo, a Sun, Moon, Venus, and or rising, so please only go with the messages that resonate with you. For more messages, I recommend that you check out the other astrological signs that correspond to your natal Sun, Moon, Venus, and or rising. So first we're going to look at the energy that's being activated for you, and then an overview of the 4 seasons. And of course, we're going to look at your blessing. And then we're going to break down the 4 seasons with the tarot cards to the 12 months. So let's get started, Virgo. We're first going to consult with the Activation Oracle to see what energies are being activated for you in the year 2023. And for you, Virgo, we have 14 with communication. Okay, the frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through our heart, the center of our truth, to stay in flow of the source and balanced exchange. Okay, well, this seems very Virgo energy to me, because Virgos tend to like to make lists and check off the tasks that they do as they complete them. And this is also about that every piece of information that you run through you and processing it through the heart center, the center of your truth. This is communicating with your own heart energy, Virgo. And this is going to bring about some healing for you. And this is also that self-talk. How do you talk to yourself? How do you communicate with yourself? What do you say to yourself? Is it negative echoes of the past? Or are you starting to say kind, loving things to yourself, like, hey, I completed the tasks on my list. I'm going to celebrate. Let's look at your blessing from the Blessed Bee Oracle. And for you, Virgo, we have a blessing to shield and safeguard you. Okay, this could also be protecting you from other people's negative talk. Here we have the 3 ravens that are part of your shield and protection, and they are also communicating with you what is being said. Now, of course, this can be gossipy, but you know, sometimes that's how we find out information. Okay, let's take a look at the 4 seasons with the Herbal Astrology Oracle deck. And for your winter month, because above the equator, we are just coming into our winter season. If you're below the equator, you're just coming into your summer season. So I'm going to start with the winter season. Here we have number 26 with the cordyceps and revival. And here we have Jupiter, Pluto, and Mars. Okay, Jupiter is the benefactor, bringing us benefits, expansion, amplification, because whatever Jupiter is around, it's going to amplify that energy. And here we have Pluto and Mars, and both can be destructive. Pluto destroys. There's a death, transformation, and rebirth. Mars is about the action. So there could be a destruction in the way that you have done things in the past, and you're going to do things differently. This could also be, okay, I tried doing it your way, it didn't work. I'm going back to how it works for me, because we all have our own way of doing the same thing, reaching those goals. Okay, and then for your spring, we have number 39 with ginkgo. Here we have the raven. Here we have the eagle, but we also have those 3 ravens here. So ravens could be very important animal totem spirit guides for you. And here we have the breakthrough. Well, here we have revival. That revival is helping you to break through something. And this card reminds me very much of the Ace of Swords. Here again we have Mars with Uranus. This is action that is sudden, unpredictable, and it's ruled by Aquarius. So this can be an elevation in our communications. This could be telepathy. Perhaps there are people that you have a way of communicating with them through telepathy. And this could be a gift that you once had, and now it's coming back to you. You're opened up to it, but you're also knowing how to protect and safeguard yourself from intrusive thoughts from outside forces, external forces, that could be some of that negative talk, the echoes from the past, or people gossiping. Okay, then for the summer, we have 42 with Amanita, the conduit. It is that red mushroom with the white spots. It's very magical. And here we have Neptune, Pluto, and Mercury. Mercury, of course, rules Gemini, and Gemini rules communication. And here you are, a conduit. So you could be someone who is capable of sending out your thoughts to others, and others pick up those ideas, those thoughts, because you're this conduit of energy, and you're understanding how that works, and you're able to have this breakthrough and doing this way of communication differently. We have Mars here, we have Mars here. We have Pluto here, and we have Pluto over here. And then we have Neptune. Neptune is ruled by Pisces, and Pisces is your opposing sign. And this helps dissolve those barriers so that you can have this breakthrough. And then for the fall, the autumn, we have for you, Virgo, number 22, Dragon Sacha. And please forgive me if I mispronounce that word, but this is transfiguration. And this reminds me very much of the tarot card, the Tower, this breakthrough. And here we have Mars again with Pluto. Here we have Pluto and Mars. And this transfiguration is allowing this revival of something to come to arise. The truth is setting you free. A truth that you've been holding is finally coming out and setting you free. Okay, let's go deeper into your reading with the tarot and break down your seasons into the months. Okay, Virgo, we start off with January and the Page of Swords. Okay, this is ruled by Gemini. This has to do with communications. And this is all about a new way of communicating. Perhaps some of you are working on a new computer program that allows communication, a new way of communicating. For February, we have the Emperor, which is ruled by Aries. So this is a new breakthrough, a revival, organization, somebody who is in a position of power. And then for March, we have the Two of Pentacles, where you're balancing that, balancing communication with privacy, because we have this shield to safeguard you. Perhaps some of you are creating a computer program, a new firewall, where you can protect, because the Emperor is very protective of the communication that he sends out and receives. And this has to do with worldly matters. This is about revival. Okay, and then for April, we have strength. Going with the breakthrough, you're going to have a very strong breakthrough here. And May, we have the High Priestess. You are delving into the Akashic Records. The High Priestess is very secretive. She's like the librarian of the Akashic Records. And with this breakthrough, I feel like that this is some arcane, occult way of communicating. For some of you, this could be a form of mediumship, where you are communicating with other dimensional beings, spirits, angels, your fairy team, you know, all kinds of spiritual energies, seen and unseen. And then for June, we have number 3. You're expanding on those ideas. You're taking a chance and you're going to expand. And that is with this breakthrough energy. It's a very strong, and I want to say secretive breakthrough. I feel like that some of you are working with secrets, how to communicate secrets, where it's protected, where it's shielded and safeguarded. Much like this merchant who's sending his ships out to faraway lands, hoping the pirates don't get to him, but taking routes that protect him and his merchandise. And then with July, we have number 9 of Pentacles. This is bringing you great wealth. Here we have the roses and the grapes. So there is bountiful finances, abundance, and the roses represent love. But the roses are also protected by thorns. So it could be that what you are working on, safeguarding your information, is kind of like a rose vine, where there are thorns along the way that protect the bloom, the information that we all love, the scent of the roses, and the plant protects itself with that. And this is the conduit. I feel like that whatever it is that you're working on is going to bring you a great deal of prosperity and abundance. And then for August, we have, look, number 8, and August is the 8th month. You are practicing this. You are perfecting those abilities. But you do have, this could be a contractor, an investor with the Emperor that is providing you with the resources so that you can protect, so that you can perfect what it is that you're working on. And then with September, we have the Queen of Wands. This is ruled by Leo. This is co-creating her own reality. This is a mature, divine feminine energy. Doesn't matter what your gender is. This is creative energy. And she makes the scene. She makes the world what she wants it to be by being the example. And here we, again, as I said, we have the 8th month here, which is August, and that is Leo energy. Here we're coming into the Virgo energy. So some of you might have some Leo energy connections within your natal chart, and that is all part of this conduit. And look at her wand upraised. It's the conduit of her power. Okay, for October, we have the 8 of Wands. This is massive communication coming in at you quickly. And here we have Jupiter and the moon and what I think might be Mercury, because the 8 of Wands is about communication and Mercury is about communication and the passing of those messages. So I feel like that there's a great deal of energy, a great deal of interest coming at you by October. It's going to be very, and it's going to change. This is transfiguration. What you're working on is it's going to have a big breakthrough in the way we communicate and protect the privacy of our communication. November's energy, we have the Page of Wands. Okay, the Page of Wands is ruled by Sagittarius. This is about higher learning, higher energy. This could also be like some online courses, a way of teaching what you are here to teach in a safe, protected way where you can pass this information on to others. Again, I feel like that this is creating some kind of online class or course. And it falls beneath the High Priestess here. So this could be an interest in some ancient knowledge having to do with astral travel, telepathy. And then for December, we have the 7 of Pentacles, where what you have been sowing all throughout the year is ready for harvest, and you're thinking about, what can I do next? How can I make this better? How can I expand this with that 3 of Wands? Now let us see how the universe has your back, Virgo. I see 2023 as your ideas really taking off. Somebody's watching you. They're probably going to give you some financial backing so that you can perfect what it is that you're doing and bring what you're working on into the 3D reality that we know. But what you're working on is highly advanced ways of communication. So let's see how the universe has your back, Virgo. We begin with, in any moment, I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. Okay, that just expands this reading, because prayer is a form of communication that we do in ritual form to communicate with the universe, our angels, our guiding energies. And the contemplation here with the 7 of Pentacles, communicating with ourselves. and communicating with ourselves in a loving way. Next, we have I honor how I want to feel. Well, Virgo, first of all, you need to know how it is that you want to feel. And that is going to mean you need to communicate with yourself in order to understand how it is you want to feel. And then you're going to be able to create that scene that's going to make you feel how you want to feel. The Queen of Wands is all about, this is how I feel. And yes, she can be very dramatic, and but that's how she creates this presence of being and is noticed. You are going to be put on notice. What you're doing is going to be talked about in positive ways. So let's get you a few guardian angel cards. And for you, Virgo, we start with the inner child. Nurture your inner child and begin to express the awesome beauty you hold within you. We live in a world where a formula exists for everything. Yet love and creativity have no formula. They do not need to be studied, simply nurtured. Regularly set aside some time to just play. And right here with this Eight of Pentacles, you're setting aside this time to work on your projects. Then next we have inspiration. Okay, much like the inner child, your creativity, inspiration has no limits. There's no formula. It just flows to you. A wave of inspiration and a stream of beautiful ideas are about to enter your aura. It is important that you trust your intuition at this time. Pay attention to unusual thoughts that come to your mind, and do not discount your imagination. Many wonderful ideas which have served humanity were initially scoffed or ridiculed. We, your guardian angels, will help you discover ways to apply your ideas and manifest new realities for your life. Here we have the Queen of Wands with that Eight of Wands. That's that inspiration rushing into you. And the Queen of Wands knows exactly what to do with it because she's called this energy to come forth, to shine into a higher learning. Okay, next we have believe. It's time for you to believe in yourself and your ideas, Virgo. Be open to all possibilities and opportunities. Let go of preconceived ideas. There is nothing to fear. You are constantly surrounded by love. Start to believe in yourself and trust your instincts. Wondrous possibilities and opportunities abound. Provide you with flexibility and retain an open heart and mind. Believe all is possible. And here we have this stillness through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. Believe that what you are asking for is going to come back to you. You are going to receive an abundant flow of ideas. And some of these ideas can come from the ancient studies, ancient knowledge. Okay, I'm going to end your reading here, Virgo. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below. And until next time, have a happy new year and take care.